Today's show is brought to you by Hawaii Catholic Schools, now accepting future innovators, creators, and thought leaders. Apply now and give your child a 21st century education with a 12-to-1 student-teacher ratio. In-person learning available at any one of our 27 schools across the state. Visit CatholicSchoolsHawaii.org. Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Health officials reported 365 new coronavirus infections today, as the Delta variant continues to surge throughout the islands. The latest numbers come after the state reported a record 622 new infections, followed by 485 on Saturday and 452 on Sunday, the three highest daily counts since the start of the pandemic. No new virus-related fatalities were reported today, so the state's COVID-19 death toll remains at 537. The new confirmed and probable infection counts reported today includes 222 new cases on Oahu, 76 on Hawaii Island, 44 on Maui, 14 on Kauai, and 9 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside of the state. The state's total number of infections since the start of the pandemic is now 43,227 cases. Of the state's total infection count, 3,535 cases were considered to be active. Less than 3 weeks ago, that number was under 600. Health officials said today that 60.3% of the state's population is now fully vaccinated, and 67.2% have received at least one dose. Firefighters on the Big Island have gotten more control over a wildfire that forced thousands of people to evacuate over the weekend and destroyed at least 2 homes. However, county officials are worried about strong winds spreading the Waimea brush fire that has already burned more than 40,000 acres. On Sunday night, authorities lifted evacuation orders Sunday night, but they said the orders could be reinstated at any time. Fire officials warned that nearby communities could be inundated with smoke, and anyone with health or breathing problems should find somewhere else to stay. 4 of Hawaii's major hospital systems said today they are requiring their employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19. The Healthcare Association of Hawaii, which represents the state's trade hospitals and nursing homes, also announced today that it supports a vaccine mandate for healthcare workers. The vaccine mandates come amid surging COVID cases in Hawaii and nationally as the highly contagious Delta variant takes hold. In just 2 weeks, the state's average case count has soared 163%. The vaccine policies vary slightly by hospital and are expected to include limited exceptions. The 4 hospital groups are Adventist Health Castle, Hawaii Pacific Health, Queens Health System, and Kaiser Permanente. Honolulu Fire Department rescue crews recovered the body of a 22-year-old snorkeler who was reported missing in waters off Ko'olina in Leeward, Oahu. The Honolulu Medical Examiner's Office has identified the man as Peter Gurges of Honolulu. More than 15 firefighters responded to a 911 call for an overdue snorkeler just before 8:10 p.m. Sunday. When they arrived, the caller reported the snorkeler was last seen swimming with a group in Lagoon 4 about 2 hours earlier. HFD officials said the caller said that the man was not a good swimmer. HFD's Air 3 helicopter spotted Gurges about 50 yards offshore and airlifted him to shore, where he was pronounced dead by emergency medical services personnel. Today's Olympic medal count update is brought to you by Aloha Termite and Pest Control and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Today's Olympic medal count update was brought to you by Aloha Termite and Pest Control and Hawaii Honda dealers.
Finally, the Honolulu Medical Examiner's Office has identified a 21-year-old woman who drowned in waters off the Makapuu tide pools Saturday as Kristen Pang of Kaneohe. Honolulu Ocean Safety, HFD, and the U.S. Coast Guard responded to a call of a swimmer in distress at about 8:40 a.m. HFD said a woman was last seen standing on a ledge near the water when a wave swept her into the ocean. Conditions were described as rough at the time with 3 to 5 foot waves and 20-mile-per-hour winds. At about 9:55 a.m., the Coast Guard located the victim about a half-mile off the Cayabyab shoreline. Lifeguards brought her to shore where she was pronounced dead. The in-person Career Expo is back. Get back to the workforce this Wednesday, August 4th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Neil S. Blaisdell Exhibition Hall. All attendees will be required to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID-19 test result. Pre-register today at hawaiicareerexpo.com. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at Star-Advertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Go to CatholicSchoolsHawaii.org today for more information on our 27 schools statewide. We accept applications and enroll students year-round.